Song check, song check. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So, my dear devotees, friends, well-wishers of the deceased of Premnath, Kenny Dhanraj. So, he has lived his life, and we are all here for a special purpose. And the purpose that we are here for is that we are here to give blessings, because everybody here would like the soul to have a smooth and wonderful journey, and for the soul to reach to the heavenly regions. We don't want any obstacles, darkness, and blockage. So we are here for a special purpose, and stick to that purpose of giving blessings. We are not here for no negative talk. You see, any kind of out-of-timing talk and thing, that defeat the purpose of a sacred ceremony. You know, sometimes you go in a ceremony and people have all kind of things to see. So whatever we know negative about the deceased or his family members or whatever, here is not the place to bring up them things. What has gone, a life has gone, no amount of money could bring back this. So let us try and press forward in the way we think and the way we execute our action towards a funeral service. So today's ceremony in Hindu is called the Antishti Sanskar. So in English, they will say funeral service. So is the Antishti Sanskar, and in Hindu funeral, it is ritualistic. Ritualistic meaning to say that you will see the offering flowers, chandan, mala, going around to do Aarti, and all that. So all of that is rituals that we are guided under the order of Hindu. So you may have go and other funeral services and see the ceremony done different. Nothing wrong in that. Every religion and everybody, how them had a connection with God, have their funeral services different. But this is the order of a Hindu funeral service. And the whole of Hindu worship is ritualistic. Ritualistic meaning to say, like, you know, you offer a gel, you light a diya, you light a incense, you do all of this rituals. So I just want you to bear in mind that this is just how it is under the order of Hindu. Before I go further, I want to thank the family members, all the friends and the community and the well-wishers for having put together a Hindu Antishti Sanskar for Premnath Kenny Dhanraj. Why I stress on that point? I was informed that most of the family practice non-Hindu, and they have given their support, which is a priceless gem and a priceless gift for putting together this beautiful and wonderful ceremony. Because I mentioned here, funeral ceremonies are sacred ceremonies. So when we go to funeral, we must have our tongue in order, have our body in order, have everything in order. You know why I say that? Many a times, people live the full life as a Hindu. 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, doing puja and everything. And you know, when that individuals, when these people have departed, when they passed away, you know, the family members do the funeral in another way. And today, we are seeing opposite, that a Hindu funeral is put together by the majority and most of the family who are non-Hindu. So all is about respect. So they have given the respect to the deceased, that you're practicing Hindu and you die a Hindu, and we are doing the funeral rites in Hindu. And after this, all the other ceremonies and whatever and the traditions that will follow will take place and will be get done. So don't worry about all of that. All of it is discussed and put into place already. So I just want to commend and thank everybody for the effort and the sacrifice, because sometimes people who are not Hindu doesn't want no part of coming together for a Hindu ceremony. So today, God bless every one of you all, and thank you in advance for your support and your effort to make this possible. So we all stand for the opening prayer. So again, in prayer, everybody will offer a prayer however you have your connection with God. But I will be saying Krishna Arpanam, and I'll be saying Lord Krishna, because that is the order in Hindu. So however you have your connection with God, you offer your prayer. Prayer is sacred, and God will accept all prayer. So in our humility and love, we ask God for remove all obstacles, all darkness, and to remove all blockage, and to take charge of this Antishti Sanskar for all success and happiness for the departed soul, and to strengthen all the family members, the friends, the well-wishers, to give them strength, give them courage in accepting the situation, and to press forward. Because if God will give you strength and courage, it will be challenging to move on after somebody depart. So we pray for God, Lord Krishna, in advance for that blessings for everyone. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahi Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanodanti Prachodaya. Om Shri Saraswati Mataya Namah. Om Shri Saraswati Mataya Namah. Om Shri Saraswati Mataya Namah. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Saksha Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. On the 27th of February 2025, SS Avin Road, Burus Crematorium, Grami, Trinadashi, Visanakandi, Karipankandi, Pret Atma, Premnath, Kenny, Dhanraj, Pret Asya, Pret Anam. Yachwana, take Om Anarjodeva Shankachakra Akashaya Pundarikaksha Parita Moksha Prodabhava Pindasi Pindu Padipinana Maidatvam Maya Dindi Tava Pupatishtata. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Shri Krishna Arpanam. Offer your flowers. So you have your seat. Thank you very much. Give them. Right. So hold your hand left hand. What you're going to do is the first hand, right? And you're walking around the power. So go up to and over the big floor now, because you're going to do Aarti and walk around, right? Moment, right? So 5 times you're going on. Okay, the whole arm. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Om Apavitro Pavitro. One more up here. Om Apavitro Pavitro Vasarvatangato Yapyavahaya Smadi Pundarikaksham Swabhyahat Aram Sutri Premnath Kenny Dhanraj Pretasya Pretanam Pindasti Pindu Padipinana Maidatvam Maya Dinti Tavapu Vatishatam Om Enaryo Deva Shankar Chakra Akashaya Pundarikaksha Pretamoksha Prodobhavaha Pindasti Pindu Padipinanam Maidatvam Maya Dinti Tavapu Vatishatam. Om Anajuleva Shankar Chakra. No, pull it down. Down. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Is that the opposite? Yeah. Yeah. Om Sri Kanda Chandanam Divyam Gandayo Samanoharam Vireparam Sureshashtam. Premnath, Kenny, Dhanraj, Pritasya, Pritanam. No, this thing. Yeah, this thing. Everybody else, this thing. Yeah. Yeah. Pull it down. Pull it down. Right. Yeah. Che di mine? Ne cambiamo. This thing are all opposite. Like this thing I go using puja. This thing fifty thing I go using general. So that's all opposite. So that's why we pull him down because we close him down. 11 people we put anyway. Up. So just let us move in. Right, just listen to it. Right. So you stand up there and watch it. You see perfume? So just see straight and head to the foot. Come on, pass the next one. Come on. Stand up there, see straight head to the joint. Come on, right? Yeah. Om Enarino Deva Shankar Chakra. Akashaya Punditikaksha Parita Moksha Pradabhavaha. Premnath, Kenny, Dhanraj, Pritasya Paritanam, Gandam, Pindasti, Pindu, Paripenananam, Mayadatvam, Maya Dinti, Tavapu Vitishata. Om Enarino Deva Shankar Chakra, Akashaya Punditikaksha Parita Moksha Pradabhava. Kenny, Premnath, Kenny, Dhanraj, Pritasya Paritanam, Gandam, Pindasti, Pindu, Paripenananam, Mayadatvam, Maya Dinti, Tavapu Vitishatam. Jai Sri Stick up. Jai Sri Krishna Arjuna. So, take for 5 times, head to the toe, and pass it for the next people. And the last person get back to me, and get right outside. Go to the outside, then you see. Yeah. Yeah. Head to toe, yeah. Om Aryamamukha Gotrasya Amok. Premnath, Kenny, Dhanraj, Pritasya Paritanam, Dupam, Pindasti, Pindu, Paripenananam, Mayadatvam, Mayadi Indi, Tavahapu, Patishtatam, Jai Sri Krishna Arpanam. Yeah, 5. Each person will do 5 times. Each person will do 5 times. Go back and join the line. Don't cross up. Om Enarino Deva Shankar Chakra Akashaya Punditikaksha Parita Moksha Pradabhavaha Pindasti Pindu Paripenananam Mayadatvam Mayadi Indi Tavapu Vatisharam Jai Sri Krishna Arpanam. Putting the mala nicely around the neck, right? So what has happened in a funeral service, you will see that the mala is, the chain of the garland is broken. So in a living situation, like if you put a mala for somebody, like your mother or your father or your husband, the mala would be in that order. So that is for a living person in that procedure. So we are now breaking the connection by this way. So some people might want to know why the mala have to burst and put this way. So everything is between the living and the deceased, sort of opposite. Put it nicely. Om Audiyama Amok Gotarasya Amok. Go Palmo. Go. So yeah. No, let me 5 and put my office. Let me 5, yeah. After we do that, yeah. Come on. Om Audiyama Amok Gotarasya Amok. Premnath Kenny Dhanraj Pritasya Pritanam Pushpa Malkandi Sukandeni Malta Nawai Prabhu Mayartani Puja Sam Sri Pushpam Pratigriyatam. So when I put the mala, fix it nice. Right, be pretty and nice, right? Everything we're doing, fix it pretty and nice. Put some love in there. Yeah. Om Anaryo Deva Shanka Chakra Akashaya Pundarika Aksha Parita Moksha Pradabhavaha Pindasti Pindu Paripinanam Mayratva Maya Dinti Davapu Patishatam Jai Sri Krishna Arpanam. Aarti. Hold this there. So what has happened, you're going to go around the coffin 5 times. Everybody put shoulder, your right hand, and his shoulder, right hand, and his shoulder, right? So what we'll do, you're going to raise it like this, go on so. You're going to go around the coffin 5 times. Then you'll give it to the person. He will do 5 times like this. He will do 5 times like this. He will do 5 times like this. 5 times like this. So devotees, we stand for the Aarti, please. All right, go ahead. Om Audiyama Amok Gotarasya Amok Premnath Kenny Dhanraj Pritasya Pritanam Deepam Pindasti Pindu Padipananam Mayaratva Maya Dinti Tavapu Patishatam Jai Sri Krishna Arpanam. Om Anaryo Deva Shanka Chakra Akashaya Pundarika Aksha Parita Moksha Pradabhavaha Pindasti Pindu Padipananam Mayaratva Maya Dinti Tavapu Patishatam Jai Sri Krishna Arpanam. Om Anaryo Deva Shanka Chakra Akashaya Pundarika Aksha Parita Moksha Pradabhavaha Premnath Kenny Dhanraj Pritasya Pritanam Deepam Pindasti Pindo Padipananam Mayratvam Maya Dinti Tavapu Patishatam. Then give it to him, and you come on, song, bow, and join the line. You can have your seat now. Thank you very much. Yeah, ready. Right there 5 times. Go bow. Yeah, join the line, right? Om Audiyama Amok Gotarasya Amok Premnath Kenny Dhanraj Pritasya Pritanam Deepam Pindasti Pindu Paripenanam Mayatvam Maya Dinti Tavapu Patishtatam. Let us bow and join the line. Om Aryama Amuk Gotarasya Amuk Premnath Kenny Dhanraj Pratasya Pritanam Pratham Pindadananam Pindasti Pindu Padipenanam Mailatvam Maya Dinti Tavapu Patishtatam. Krishna Arparam, right hand. See if you can get your hand open, put a money there. Try your best. Open your right hand, pull back your hand. So we just for some on the pin now. Just pull up. Premnath, on the pin now. Right. So far we now have completed the ritual part of it. So these Yajmanim will take your seat and I will continue the program. Right. So is that the so what is happening? We'll have a eulogy, and a eulogy is a very important aspect of a funeral, because you know why? We might know a person for a number of years, but we never know like what school they went to, where they was born, when they come to this area, you know, them kind of thing. So the eulogy does help us to identify certain facts about the deceased. So eulogy is a very important aspect. So after the eulogy, then we will have, like, if anybody wish to make a contribution, have a few words to say. But remember, if you're coming to say a few words, nothing out of time, As one Pundit has made that clear. You're not coming here to insult nobody, and you're coming to throw the words. You're coming to say something good, or otherwise, do not come. That fair enough? Right. Let's keep the order. Let's keep the order of the day. So not yet. Just yeah. So let's have the eulogy first. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I greet you all in Jesus' name. This eulogy comes from Patrick and Sandra's daughter, Kellyanne, niece to Kenny Dhanraj from Florida. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we gather to celebrate and honor the life of the most extraordinary man I have ever had the pleasure of knowing, my Uncle Kenny. To many of us here, he was not just a friend, a son, a brother, and uncle. He was a guiding force, a steady hand, and a second father to my siblings and I. His presence in our lives was a constant, his wisdom a calming comfort, and his abundant love a shelter. He is and will always be my definition of home. He was a person who touched the lives of so many with his kindness, his strength, and his unwavering sense of humor. It's difficult to put into words the full measure of what Uncle Kenny meant to all of us, but I will try to share a few reflections on his life and the remarkable person he truly was to me. Many, many moons ago, in the latter part of the 90s, I have the fondest recollection of being a little girl waiting for my uncle to arrive from New York to live with us in Florida. Honestly, I was so young, I don't even think I knew who I was waiting for because he lived with us earlier in New York too, but I couldn't remember that. I was all but 3 years old. When he came to Florida, I was a bit older, but I was too young to comprehend just how much of my life would change on that very day. On that day, I gained an extra parent. How lucky and blessed to have someone so amazing in my life. And if you know, you know. My uncle sacrificed his prime years to take care of my 3 brothers and myself. He was a saint. He gave up the good years for us, and that is something that does not go unrecognized. People will never forget how you made them feel, and Uncle Kenny never made us feel like we weren't loved, and that is the greatest virtue. Uncle Kenny had a way of making everyone feel valued, never leaving anyone out, always cooking and sharing with everyone, always joking and laughing. He gave his heart, and that was his wealth. His patience was infinite, especially when it came to basically inheriting and raising 4 kids, 3 of them boys to be exact. Whether it was through his simple gestures or the way he offered a word of encouragement, just when you needed it the most, he was always there. I cannot remember a time in my childhood without my uncle in every core memory. Uncle Kenny was quiet in his support, but his support was always 110%. He had a way of making the world seem just a little bit brighter. He was the kind of person who listened without judgment, offered help without hesitation, and always found a way to make even the toughest situations feel a little bit lighter. He was always so calm, cool, and collected. For everything I know how to do, he was there. And for me, he was more than family. He was a parent figure, someone I looked up to and leaned on in times of need. He stepped into the role with grace and love, never once faltering in his dedication. Everyone has a favorite person. He was mine. He was everything. It was in the small moments, like teaching us our timetables, how to skate, ride a bike, swim, use a scooter, even down to teaching me, a girl, about proper hygiene. Oh, and although the home is 70% male, I am not one of the boys. I know what proper manners and etiquette are because he raised me correctly. The older you get, the more you realize some people just don't have the same qualities, and you start to see how blessed you truly were in having someone so selfless to teach you all the little things you're proud to know now. It's in it all, these little ways, that he showed just how deeply he cared. His love for his family and friends was immeasurable. He was fiercely loyal, always there for those who mattered to him, no matter the time or circumstance. Whether you needed a shoulder to lean on, a word of encouragement, or a good laugh, Uncle Kenny was there. He was a man who made life better simply by being in it. His humor was infectious, and his heart was vast. Anytime one of my brothers got in trouble, he would start to burst out in song. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? He had so many sayings, catchphrases, and verses from songs he would randomly reiterate to us. He was so funny and suave. He was a cool uncle who always had a Kangol hat on in full rotation, pressed clothes, always looking sharp. He was cunning too, because when he taught me how to iron, it was his work clothes I would learn to iron on. He definitely took some risk there, because he could have ended up with holes in his shirts. But everything he taught me was always tip-top perfection and done the right way. I even learned how to fold towels from him. He actually bought me my very first towels, come to think of it. He was particular in his ways, and it's what made him better than the rest. When I think of everything that makes up a home, I can tell you of every way he is linked to something in my memory. He put the needs of every single one of his family members before his, working so hard to send stuff back home so everyone can benefit. I've seen the sacrifices he had made firsthand. He gave so much of himself to others, and that's something I know I'll never ever forget. I am not worried a bit about where he is now, because I know he might have been last in this world, but he is definitely first in the kingdom. He was someone you could count on without question, a rock for all of us. In everything he did, he showed us what it meant to live with integrity, kindness, and strength. But Uncle Kenny wasn't just the person who lifted up others. He also had an incredible strength of his own. Through challenges and adversity, he faced life with grace and resilience. He never backed down from a challenge, and he approached every moment with courage and a sense of determination that inspired all who knew him. Though we mourn the loss of this incredible man, I mean incredible, we also remember the countless ways he literally shaped our lives. A true gem of a human being. His influence is woven into the fabric of who we are. We carry forward his lessons, his love, and the example he set. His legacy will live on in all of us. Above all, Uncle Kenny had a heart that was as big as they come. He cared deeply about those around him, and that love shone through in everything he did. He didn't just live in this world, he made it a better place by his mere presence. Thank you, Uncle Kenny, for being the light in so many of our lives. Those who didn't know you the way I knew you missed out on a true blessing. And I keep saying blessing because that is the prime example of everything you have always been, a blessing. We will miss you dearly, but we will continue to honor you every day. As we say goodbye, let us not focus on the sadness of his passing, but rather the joy he brought into our lives. Let us carry forward his legacy of kindness, laughter, and love. Let's remember my Uncle Kenny for the way he lived, fully with heart and with so much compassion for everyone he encountered. We will hold you in our hearts forever. Thank you for being a light in this earthly world. It was a true privilege to know him and to have been raised by him. To know him was to love him. Rest in peace and know that you are forever in the core of our hearts, especially mine.
Thank you very much, the niece of Kenny, for presenting. You know what is the best part while the niece was presenting? All the words came from her heart. You know, sometimes it is not something fabricated or something is from the heart. So I appreciate that eulogy, and So we get a history of Kenny, what we may not know of him before. So, floor open. Anybody wish to say a few words? Yours.
Morning, Sitaram. Salam alaikum, right? I just want our little Kenny history, right? I come to around almost 40 years, right? And I know Kenny almost 40 so many years, right? We were very close. I miss him. The next good friend is Junam Ali. I know Junam, what you want to say awards. I just hope I don't want to be too long, right? Ali, you want to come and say a word? Well, thanks for listening for the 2 hours I have, right? Well, rest in peace, sir.
Is there anyone again? Come, please. Okay, let me give you the arm.
Bina Hanumana Tibalawana Ram Ram Rasiade Bina Hanumana Atibalawana Ram Ram Rasiade He Prabhu Manabasiade He Prabhu Manabasiade Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Bina Hanumana Ati Balawana Ram Ram Rasiade Bina Hanumana Ati Balawana Ram Ram Rasiade Bina Hanumana Ati Balawana Ram Ram Rasiade Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Bina Hanumana Ati Balawana Ram Ram Rasiade Bina Hanumana Ati Balawana Ram Ram Rasiade Raghupati Rajana Raja Ram Patina Pawana Sita Ram Raghupati Rajana Raja Ram Patina Pawana Sita Ram Raghupati Rajana Raja Ram Patina Pawana Sita Ram Bina Hanumana Ati Balawana Ram Ram Rasiade Bina Hanumana Ati Balawana Ram Ram Rasiade Bina Hanumana Ati Balawana Ram Ram Rasiade Sitaram.
Bahut shukriya, Tanti. That's not nice. That was very nice. I'm sure everybody appreciated it. Anybody again?
Good morning and greetings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Although this morning having a long pants, I try to be short like my wife. I have known Uncle Kenny for about 13 years. And the first time I met him was in Florida when my wife and I went. And as soon as he saw my wife, he said, well, he was in shock. And he said, Nandi. And he hugged she up. Right? And then he came and he hugged me up. And he so wanted to do something for us that we went to the swap shop, and anyway, walking, he falling. So I asked Uncle Pato, what going on? He said he wanted to buy something for him. So he bought a pair of shoes, and I don't know what he bought for my wife, but he bought something for her. And in his last days, although he was kind of a little hard and everything, he said, I thought, wow, 5 years, I drink a Coke, 5 years. So I give him the Coke. So when I went outside and I come back, the Coke done. I said, what am there? He said, wap, wap. Yeah, he said, wap, wap, done. So he said, I thought, he said, boy, I can't sleep. I just can't sleep. 5 years now, I can't sleep. When you look, when I turn and come back, he couldn't look. Snowing hard. But in those 13 years, Uncle Kenny never disrespect me. He was always there. He said, boy, come now, boy this, boy that. And don't matter in life, it have ups and downs, right? But he was stubborn in his ways, but he had a heart. And I just wanted, just point out that when he is for you, he will be for you. Amen.
Thank you very much. Is there anybody again to make a contribution? Because I don't want to leave here and people mumbling and saying, the Baba didn't give them a minute or two. You follow what I'm saying? We don't want them kind of, because I explained to Nello, we do not want to run down the funeral. We know everything is about time, but at the same time too, we do not want to run down nothing. Right. So I will ask Santi again. She will sing our next bhajan at the end of it. Is there any family members wish to do Aarti? Or if not, at the end, they will just put up flowers and do the viewing. Choice is yours, eh? Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, while that part has been done here, if you want to put perfume and things, look at right here. If you wish to spell perfume, if you want to spell Sandan, no wire, or Savannah, whatever. Right? Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Right? Right. So, moving on now, whilst the family members offering the Aarti, I will start to make my contribution here. So my contribution as the Pundit, when I'm doing a funeral service, the very first thing I would like to ask the members of the audience, is there any ugly people here? Right? Yeah. Right. For asking that question, God has never created nothing ugly. There are some things in this world we do not like, but God created that. Let me say, for example, like Jep. We are like Jep. But who created that? God created that. When a Jep bite we body swell up. We don't get plenty medicine. We are like ants, Bachak. God created that. So there are some things in the world that we do not like, but that is the creation of God. So all human beings is beautiful in their own way. But because of the limitation of our eyesight, we view some people as being ugly and unworthy. But in the truth of it, every human being in this earth have a purpose, and God has a plan for everyone. So like our brother here, Premnath Dhanraj, based on eulogy, he has served his time on earth and he has done his part. So all of us here have our purpose and our part to do. So the next question I would like to ask you all, Aapko mujhe chahiye? We are sent in this world for a purpose, but mujhe is want. What do we want in life? And if anybody answer me and they were being very honest, they will say, Baba, nahi, I don't want no problem. Yeah? What you will say? Kushi, kushi, I want to be happy, who in this world, regardless to your social standing, regardless to your salary, regardless to how big or small, regardless to all your business, who wants to be unhappy? So we say nahi, no to problems, and haji to happiness. So we all want to be happy. Nobody wants to be sad. So in the creation of God, you see the Chaurashilak, 8,400,000 species of living creatures recorded by the Bhagavad Gita. And Sri Krishna Bhagavan recorded in the Bhagavad Gita, he put the human race, the highest of all his creation. So what we could do as humans, the birds and the fishes and the dog and them cannot do that. So them have them purpose, and we as humans. So we as humans supposed to be the managers and the caretakers of the earth, not the one to be destroying the earth. You see, Sri Vishnu Bhagavan is the Param Atma, and all of us here is the Jiva Atma. So all of us come from that spark of God. So if all of us come from that supreme Godhead, then in the human race, there is no high and there is no low. It is just that some people, over the years and the years gone by, put in certain things to fool the people so they could have control over you and your family, so they could dominate you and your family. But you know, the good thing that God's word never lies, and true teaching never hides. So whatever we are getting now from technology and the internet and plenty information coming to the young people now, they now begin to understand and have a wider knowledge of Hinduism, whereby years gone by, they wasn't getting any knowledge and they wasn't getting any information. So they have books in English that people could read, they access the internet, and they get all kind of information, which is very good. So it's empower you as a human being. So nobody can fool you. Nobody can tie you up like a market crab. Nobody can laugh at you because, you know why? I catch them stupid, you know, and I use them stupid, and I send them out stupid. That is what was happening over the years in Hindu teachings, because of caste system and whatever, and who could do what and who low and who high, and thing. It had that. One God. Ek Param Atma. Sri Krishna Bhagavan. So if that one God has created this earth, all of us walk on the earth. All of us go and bathe in the ocean, in the beach. The sun, Surya Bhagavan, shines for everybody. So, and to top it up, all human beings is made with the 5 elements. So you'll see that when we go by the creek, we make any different stops. All that represents is that they are releasing the 5 elements of the body back to the respective order. Like, you know, water to water, air to air, fire to fire, earth to earth, ether to ether. That is what the 5 stuff. So if all human bodies is made up of the 5 elements, where is the justification for high and low? We have all came from our mother's womb. So we have all taken birth from our mother's womb. We didn't come appear here with a space shuttle. We are not angels. We are not deities. We are human beings. So that is the order that I want everybody to know. And in winding up, as human beings, whatever you could do good for another person, do it. If you cannot do something, say, bhai, bhayo, bahino, sachino, I can't do that. It is impossible for me to do that. So, 2 things goes with us. Every good word and action that we speak or do, we get punya. Punya is blessings. Every negative word that we say and negative action we perform, we get what we call pap. So sometimes, because of our behavior, we create our own karma. So what is happening? Premnath, Kenny Dhanraj, will be carrying his own karma, what he had performed on earth. What the family members performing the rites and rituals and offering the dan and doing the other part is to help break and cut any sins committed on earth. So that is what the rituals and the shroud and the bandara is for the follow-up now after the funeral. So in closing here, I just want to say thank you all very much for inviting me and allowing me the opportunity to perform this ceremony. Thanks to the family members. Thanks to everyone for your undivided attention. So I'll give the Tanti to sing a bhajan. While Tanti is singing the bhajan, people could come and view. So as Tanti finish with the bhajan, we close in prayer, and then we'll proceed into the Mosquito Creek. So the procedure is that the hearse will go inside Raganan Trace for a few minutes by the House of Mourning for the mark of respect. And then we will, so those who go by the creek to witness the real thing, the fire. So then when we go in there, it will be Ram Nam Satya Hai Sargati Hai. It means to say we entrust everything in the name of Lord Rama. You take charge of everything. You call his name with a golden pen. You prepare a golden chariot for the Atma. All beautiful things. We entrust in God for the welfare. So we'll start the viewing process. Please come around in one circle. Nobody bounce around, cluster with each other while the auntie sing the bhajan, then close in prayer, and then we proceed into. Well, we go into the creek, but who going by the house? Nothing wrong. If some people want to follow like a procession, nothing wrong.
Sitaram. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Shri Rama Sharanam, Sharanam Shri Rama. Shri Rama Sharanam, Sharanam Shri Rama. Shri Durga Sharanam, Sharanam Shri Durga. Shri Durga Sharanam, Sharanam Shri Durga. Shri Lakshmi Sharanam, Sharanam Shri Lakshmi. Shri Lakshmi Sharanam, Sharanam Shri Lakshmi. Gauri Ganesh, Uma Mahesh, Parvati Nandana Shri Ganesh. Gauri Ganesh, Uma Mahesh, Parvati Nandana Shri Ganesh. Sharanam Ganesh, Sharanam Ganesh, Sharanam Ganesh, Sharanam Ganesh, Shivanandana Ganapati Ganesh, Shivanandana Ganapati Ganesh.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get back. There's somebody coming here. We'll wait a minute. Okay, so my dear devotees, we shall all stand for the closing prayer. So, at the end of, when we reach by the hearse, we have two little parts to be done by the hearse, right? You will see a tari prepared with some rice and flowers. Who wish to take a few grains of rice or flowers and offer on the hearse? All that represents is that we are giving blessings for the departed soul. The wife of Nello, she will be taking a lotta of water and throw in front the hearse, representing the crossing of one world to another. That's all about it. No such to get frightened about anything. So choice is yours again. If you wish to throw some rice and flowers, up to you, or you raise your hand and give your blessing, or you say Ram Nam Satya He Sat Gati He. So we all stand for prayers. Or who could stand, sorry. And We offer our prayer. However, you have your connection with God. You pray and ask God. So the very first thing, we're going to ask God for Lord Shri Krishna Bhagwan, who is so loving and so merciful. If the deceased Premnath, Kenny, Dhanraj had committed any errors on earth, if he falls short in any way in any of his duties, Shri Krishna Bhagwan, we ask your pardon and we ask your forgiveness on his behalf. We ask Shri Krishna Bhagwan, strengthen the family, give them courage and give them consolation to carry on their everyday business. So Shri Krishna Bhagwan, you know the past, you know the present, and you know the future. So everything is in Lord Krishna hand. God is in everything, and everything is in God. So before I forget, you will see two wonderful people here assisting me. So Meena Bharat, Reena, all you know that she's no stranger to the community. If she only walks to the back, she will share Raghunath trees. Pundit Rufus Sampat Maharaj, no stranger to the community, he will just walk to the lagoon and he reaching up Raghunath trees by all of there. So thanks to them for assisting me to help. You know, it is a while support now, and you want a lot of assistance to get everything going smooth. So we thank them for the time and their support, and everybody, God bless everyone who go by the creek. We go, rest of you all who going home, safe journey, and God bless. And don't forget, as we leave here, to love each other. So let us pray. Om mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janajanam yat pujatamaya divam paripuram tarasame Om enaryo deva shankachakra akashaya pundarikaksha parita moksha pradabhavaha Premnath Kenny Dhanraj Pretasya Pretanam Om Papuam Papakarmaham Papatma Papashambhavaha Trainam Pundarikaksham Swabhyaha Taram Sri Om Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Om Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Om Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Om Sri Vishnuvaya Namah Om Tvameva Mata Shapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Jasika Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Pravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Prem se bolo Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. So we are dismissed for now. Who didn't get a chance? Come on view now. So by next 2 3 minutes, we proceed into the rehearse to press forward.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodara Keshavam